the day that David Bain was released on bail was one of the strangest and most shocking days of 2007. It wouldn't be fair to say that the media lost their senses on that day in May when David Bain was released on bail, but it would be fair to say they wet their pants. Some even dubbed the episode a Bainanza. John Campbell, the king of superlatives, clearly found it remarkable.
Let's begin with the remarkable scene outside the High Court. We weren't allowed to film the hearing, but it was remarkable to sit inside. He's tall, he was very quiet, he sat with remarkable composure.
David Bain was convicted in 1993 for killing his entire family. When the Privy Council declared a miscarriage of justice, Bain's lawyers successfully argued for bail. Wendy Petrie anxiously waited for Bain to appear in public.
Do stay tuned to One News because we certainly are right on top of everything that's happening here, Simon.
She was as good as her word. When Bain finally appeared, the fleet-footed Petrie was right on top of it. Sainsbury enthusiastically waved his giant paws about.
There was a big smile that came over your face when they said they were granting bail.
While Campbell grinned like a fool.
David, how odd is this entire experience right now? Being free, you know, being out of jail. You're very smart. No jersey, David.
Never mind Bain or his supporters, this was the happiest day of John Campbell's life. It's a persistent myth that the media only revel in bad news. In fact, the media like nothing better than to revel in what they interpret as good news. The quashing of his conviction became cause for jubilation, despite Bain remaining the prime suspect in the murder of his family. We had Bain, the male model.
Today he was beautifully dressed in a new black suit, bought, I suspect, especially for the occasion.
And Bain, the gourmet.
Did he get that salad that he said he wanted? Like, that was the most extraordinary thing I'd have to say. The first meal you want coming out of prison is a salad.
Look, the food was...
He didn't recognise the salad.
He got a plate of food that most of us would be quite comfortable with seeing, with sun-dried tomatoes and antipesto and things, and he looked at it and said, "What's this?"
But the spookiest question of all, during the Bainanza, was asked of Bain's supporters.
Are you his family now?
Yes.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
We are. I'm Mum. We met the brother and sister.
The retrial of David Bain for the murder of his mother, brother, two sisters and his father will take place next year. The nation received a clip round its collective earhole when Sue Bradford's so-called anti-smacking bill was passed, despite much opposition from the usual suspects, and this brilliant piece of puppet propaganda, which became a hit on YouTube. Despite making it illegal to beat your kids to a bloody pulp, some of the same people who opposed the bill were soon involved in public demonstrations against child abuse. The group's leader, Christine Rankin, was in no doubt who is to blame for our appalling rate of child abuse. The majority of victims may be Pākehā, but surely Maori should bear the brunt of the blame.
And we seem to say, isn't that awful? But there's nothing we can do about it.
Who's doing it?
Maori, I'm afraid to say.
What's wrong with Maori?
I don't know. Look, I don't know what the reasons are, and do you know what? I don't care anymore.
Rankin then organised a series of public vigils to draw attention to the already high-profile deaths of New Zealand children. They'd clearly had enough of child abuse and were prepared to stand around and show their pain, unlike the unseen armies of social workers and volunteers who actually do something to help. The public display of orchestrated celebrity grief got underway well enough. In fact, it had somewhat of a carnival atmosphere. As the vigil began, it was clear to see that the assembled mayoral hopefuls, celebrity psychologists, and pornographers were deeply moved by the recent atrocities. But just as they settled into the 3 minutes of silence, something terrible happened.
Hello? No, I'm at a silent vigil.
I'm at a vigil, a silent vigil. Oh, we're about 2 minutes into the 3 minutes of silence. You're breaking up. I can't hear you. I'm at a vigil, a silent vigil. Still to come. For the first time on TV, the beastly police porno that shocked the nation.